I lay the Polaroids out on the balcony. Let the rain do what I couldn't do myself. Watching your face slowly turn to water, colors bleeding out like something off a shelf. I didn't tear them, I didn't burn them, just gave them back to the sky one by one. Maybe fading is gentler than forgetting. Maybe this is how some love gets done. Photographs in the rain, softening until there's nothing left to hold. Not destroyed, just quietly returning to the weather that made the moment cold. 피해시켜가요. I'm letting the picture become the sky instead. Some of them are already just color now. No faces left, just a memory of a memory. I used to think I had to keep every version of you. Now I think some things are supposed to set me free. I didn't tear them, I didn't burn them, just gave them back to the sky one by one. Maybe fading is gentler than forgetting. Maybe this is how some love gets done. Photographs in the rain, softening until there's nothing left to hold. Not destroyed, just quietly returning to the weather that made the moment cold. 피해시켜가요. I'm letting the picture become the sky instead. 마지막 한 장만 남았어요. I'll keep this one dry, just this one for me. Not to hold on to what we were, but to remember that I let the rest go free. One photograph safe from the rain, everything else given back to the weather. I think that's the kindest way to say goodbye, softly and not forever. 피해시켜가요. Except for the one I'm choosing to keep. There's a song you always used to skip. Never told me why, just moved right past. I found it today while cleaning out the playlist, and finally understood a little late at last. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear what you were running teaching me the ending you couldn't write. I used to think you just had bad taste, laughed about it, never thought twice. Now I play it on purpose every evening, like I'm finally hearing your unspoken advice. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves. And the song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear what you were running from, the one thing you never had to say, but the melody knew right. 넘기던 그 노래 is teaching me the ending you couldn't write. 이제 나도 넘길 수 있어요, not because it hurts less than before, just because I finally heard the whole thing and I don't need to press play anymore. The song you always skipped doesn't play on my list tonight. I'm not running from the ending anymore. I think I finally got it right. 넘기던 그 노래 taught me how to say my own goodbye. You used to write my name on the mirror before the shower cleared the fog away. I'd catch it just before it disappeared, a little proof that love could stay even for a day. Just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. I still catch myself reaching for a finger, tracing letters that no one else will see. Maybe I'm not writing this for you anymore. Maybe I'm just learning how to let it be. Now I write it just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. 오늘은 아무것도 안 쓸래요. Just let the glass stay clear and plain. 날 face looking back tonight. Some love was never meant to last forever, but I think that I'll still turn out alright. 사라져도 괜찮아요. I'm learning how to love the fading light. I still buckle the passenger seat belt, even though there's no one riding next to me. Some habits don't know when to stop driving. Some parts of me are still stuck at 23. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to fill it, just because my hands don't always know. 아직 몸이 기억해요 how to drive like you were always there. Sometimes I catch a stranger's shadow in the window, and for half a second think it's you again. Then the light changes and I'm driving forward alone, but somehow that's okay by then. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to fill it, just because my hands don't always know. 아직 몸이 기억해요 how to drive like you were always there. 오늘은 그냥 놔줄게요. Not buckled, not empty on purpose, just plain an empty seat doesn't have to mean the same. Sometimes a seat is just a seat again. The passenger seat stays empty, unbuckled, and that's alright with me. I'm not driving toward an ending anymore. I'm just driving finally free. 아직 몸이 기억해도 I'm teaching it a new road to know. You used to write my name on the mirror before the shower cleared the fog away. I'd catch it just before it disappeared, a little proof that love could stay, even for a day. Now I write it just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. Handwriting on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough I still catch myself reaching for a finger, tracing letters that no one else will see. Maybe I'm not writing this for you anymore. Maybe I'm just learning how to let it be. Now I write it just for me sometimes, watch it fade before I even dry my hair. Maybe that's the closest thing to holding you, a message meant to disappear into the air. And writing on the mirror, gone before the water's even cold. Some love was never meant to last forever, just long enough for both of us to hold. 사라져도 괜찮아요. Some things are beautiful because they don't stay bold. 오늘은 아무것도 안 쓸래요. Just let the glass stay clear and plain. Not every morning needs a message. Some mirrors just reflect without the pain. No handwriting on the mirror, just my own face looking back tonight. Some love was never meant to last forever, but I think that I'll still turn out alright. 사라져도 괜찮아요. I'm learning how to love the fading light. I still have your sweater in my closet. Told myself I'd mail it back one day, but it's been raining more than I expected, and somehow it's the only thing that stays. I only wear it when it storms outside, so I can say the weather's white. Nobody has to know I'm lying, that I just wanted you close one more time. It still smells like your side of the room, like Sunday mornings we don't get anymore. I keep meaning to give it back to you, but my arms don't listen when it's cold. I let myself pretend I don't already know. You probably bought another one by now, forgot the color, the size, the sleeve. I'm still folding this one like it matters, like giving it back means I have to grieve. I only wear it when it storms outside, so I can say the weather's white. Nobody has to know I'm lying, that I just wanted you close one more time. It still smells like your side of the room, like Sunday mornings we don't get anymore. I keep meaning to give it back to you, but my arms don't listen when it's cold. 비오는 날엔 I let myself pretend I don't already know. 이제 돌려줄게요, not today but soon I swear. I just need one more rainy season before I stop needing something to wear. It still smells like your side of the room, but fainter now, and that's let the rain be rain tonight. There's a night still saved in my call log. 3 attempts and none of them went through. 2 a.m. my thumb just hovering somewhere between missing you and knowing better than to. I typed out everything I wanted to say, then watched the letters disappear. I wonder if you ever felt it, the static hour when I almost brought you near. Missed calls at 2 a.m., numbers that never learned to ring. I kept my silence like a promise to the version of me still holding on to everything. Saved in a phone I'm too afraid to delete. Sometimes I open up the log by accident, see the timestamp and remember how it felt. 3 tries, 3 reasons I put the phone down. Maybe some love's better left unspelled. I typed out everything I wanted to say, then watched the letters disappear. I wonder if you ever felt it, the static hour when I almost brought you near. Missed calls at 2 a.m., numbers that never learned to ring. I kept my silence like a promise to the version of me still holding on to everything. Saved in a phone I'm too afraid to delete. 잊어질 수 있을 것 같아요. Not because I stopped caring at all, just because I don't need proof anymore that I almost made that call. No more calls at 2 a.m., no more numbers I'm too scared to send. I finally cleared the log tonight and left a little room for it to end. 급함은 아직도 mine to keep but not mine to defend. 2 train tickets dated for a Sunday. We never got around to taking that ride. I kept the second one inside my paper bag, somewhere between the chapters where he died. It's stamped and printed, still unused, a seat that's waiting next to mine. I read that book 100 times since then, always stopping on the same line. 2 train tickets, one still folded, marking a page I never finished reading. A trip we planned but never boarded, a love that stayed at the platform still believing. 아직 거기 서 있어요. Watching a train that already left without me. Sometimes I think about buying a new one, going alone to wherever we were headed. But some journeys are better left unopened. Some tickets are just for the promise, not the destination. It's stamped and printed, still unused, a seat that's waiting next to mine. I read that book 100 times since then, always stopping on the same line. 2 train tickets, one still folded, marking a page I never finished reading. A trip we planned but never boarded, a love that stayed at the platform still believing. 아직 거기 서 있어요. Watching a a train that already left without me. 이제 당장을 읽어볼게요. Not because the story doesn't hurt, but because I bought my own ticket somewhere. And I think I'm finally ready to depart. One train ticket, mine now only. Not marking a page, just marking today. A trip I'm finally taking alone, and I think that's okay. 아직 거기 서 있던 나는 learning how to walk the other way. I still make your side of the bed every morning. Smooth the sheet like you might come home tonight. Been folding corners for a love that isn't sleeping. Under a blanket I keep pulling tight. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two of me too. Your sigh still smells like laundry, not like you. Funny how a habit outlives a name. I used to think that letting go meant losing. Now I think it's just changing how I stay the same. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two of me too. 안녕 그 자리, I'm folding the blanket different tonight. Not for someone who isn't arriving, just for the version of me who's alright. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, stretching out across the whole night. No more space for what could have been. I finally take up all of my own life. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough, and so am I. There's a puzzle still spread out on the table. 1,000 pieces, we barely did a third. You said we'd finish it some rainy Sunday. That Sunday never came, and neither did a word. I've been staring at the same blue corner, sky pieces scatter like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't fill. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 maybe belong in a picture I finished myself. I found a piece that fell behind the couch last week. Some part of the picture I thought I'd lost for good. Funny how the missing things come back right when you're ready, right when you should. I've been staring at the same blue corner, sky pieces scatter like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't fill. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 maybe belong in a picture I finished myself. 마지막 조각을 놓을게요. Not because the picture needs to be whole, just because I wanna see what it looks like. A story I get to finally close. The puzzle's finally finished, pieces missing, but it still looks like the sky. I think that's just what most love stories are. Beautiful, even with the gaps, even with goodbye. 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 are just proof that I tried. I still make your side of the bed every morning, smooth the sheet like you might come home tonight. Been folding corners for a love that isn't sleeping. Under a blanket I keep pulling tight. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two of me too. Your side still smells like laundry, not like you. Funny how a habit outlives a name. to think that letting go meant losing. Now I think it's just changing how I stay the same. 300 mornings, give or take, I've been leaving room for a ghost. The mattress doesn't remember your weight. Maybe it's time I let go of what I miss the most. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, not on my side, waiting for you. No more space for what could have been. I'm taking back the whole room, that's all I can do. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough for two, me too. 안녕 그 자리, I'm folding the blanket different tonight. Not for someone who isn't arriving, just for the version of me who's alright. Tonight I'm sleeping in the middle, stretching out across the whole night. No more space for what could have been. I finally take a bowl of my own life. 편하게 잠들어요. This bed was always big enough, and so am I. There's a song you always used to skip. Never told me why, just moved right past. I found it today while cleaning out the playlist, and finally understood, a little late at last. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear what you were running from, the one thing you never had to say, but the melody knew right. 넘기던 그 노래's teaching me the ending you couldn't write. I used to think you just had bad taste, laughed about it, never thought twice. Now I play it on purpose every evening, like I'm finally hearing your unspoken advice. It's about someone leaving on a train, a boy who never learned to say goodbye right. Maybe you skipped it because it hurt too much. Maybe some songs know us better than we know ourselves at night. The song you always skipped is stuck on repeat inside my head tonight. I finally hear I'm not running from the ending anymore. I think I finally got it right. 넌 기던 그 노래 taught me how to say my own goodbye. 6 months late, I picked up the roll of film. Forgot it was even sitting on that shelf. Now I'm holding summer in my hands again, a version of you that doesn't know how this felt. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone, that this is the closest I'll get. 아직 웃고 있네요 to a moment that the camera didn't let me forget. I keep the negatives, I don't know why. Maybe some part of me still wants the proof that summer happened, that we were real before the ending walked in through the door. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone, that this is the closest I'll get. 아직 웃고 있네요 to a moment that the camera didn't let me forget. 필름은 늦게 도착했어요, like grief does, like love does too. I'll put this picture in a drawer, not to forget, just to stop looking for you. The last photo developed is the one I'll finally frame, not because I'm holding on, but because some light deserves a name. 아직 웃고 있네요, and so quietly am I the same. I still buckle the passenger seatbelt, even though there's no one riding next to me. Some habits don't know when to stop driving. Some parts of me are still stuck at 23. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to feel it, just because my hands don't always know. 아직 몸이 기억해요 Sometimes I catch a stranger's shadow in the window, and for half a second think it's you again. Then the light changes and I'm driving forward alone, but somehow that's okay by then. You used to fall asleep before we hit the highway. I turned the music down so you could rest. I still turn it down out of habit sometimes, forgetting that the seat's just empty at its best. The empty passenger seat still gets buckled in before I go. Not because I think you're going to fill it, just because my hands don't always know. How to drive like you were always there. 오늘은 그냥 놔둘게요. Not buckled, not empty on purpose, just plain. An empty seat doesn't have to mean missing. Sometimes a seat is just a seat again. The passenger seat stays empty, unbuckled, and that's alright with me. I'm not driving toward an ending anymore, I'm just driving finally free. 아직 몸이 기억해도 I'm teaching it a new road to know. I laid the Polaroids out on the balcony, let the rain do what I couldn't do myself. Watching your face slowly turn to water, colors bleeding out like something off a shelf. I didn't tear them, I didn't burn them, just gave them back to the sky one by one. Maybe fading is gentler than forgetting. Maybe this is how some love gets done. Photographs in the rain, softening until there's nothing left to hold. Not destroyed, just quietly returning to the weather that made the moment cold. 피에 씻겨가요. I'm letting the picture become the sky instead. Some of them are already just color now. No faces left, just a memory of a memory. I used to think I had to keep every version of you. Now I think some things are supposed to set me free. I didn't tear them, I didn't burn them, just gave them back to the sky one by one. Maybe fading is gentler than forgetting. Maybe this is how some love gets done. Photographs in the rain, softening until there's nothing left to hold. Not destroyed, just quietly returning to the weather that made the moment cold. 피에 씻겨가요. I'm letting the picture become the sky instead. 마지막 한 잔만 남았어요. I keep this one dry, just this one for me. Not to hold on to what we were, but to remember that I let the rest go free. One photograph safe from the rain, everything else given back to the weather. I think that's the kindest way to say goodbye, softly and not forever. 피에 씻겨가요. Except 6 months late, I picked up the roll of film. Forgot it was even sitting on that shelf. Now I'm holding summer in my hands again. A version of you that doesn't know how this felt. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone. That this is the closest I'll get. 아직 웃고 있네요 to a moment that the camera didn't let me forget. I keep the negatives, I don't know why. Maybe some part of me still wants the proof. The summer happened, that we were real, before the ending walked in through the door. You're laughing in every single frame. Some things develop slower than the rest. I didn't know I'd have to say goodbye to a picture before I said it to the man himself. The last photo developed is the one where you don't know yet that I'm already halfway gone. That this is the closest I'll get. 아직 웃고 있네요 to a moment that the camera didn't let me forget. 필름은 내게 도착했어요, like grief does, like love does too. I'll put this picture in a drawer, not to forget, just to stop looking for you. The last photo developed is the one I'll finally frame, not because I'm holding on, but because some light deserves a name. 아직 웃고 있네요, and so quietly am I the same. There's a puzzle still spread out on the table, 1,000 pieces, we barely did a third. You said we'd finish it some rainy Sunday. That Sunday never came, and neither did a word. I've been staring at the same blue corner, sky pieces scattered like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't fill. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 maybe belong in a picture I finish myself. I found a piece that fell behind the couch last week. Some part of the picture I thought I'd lost for good. Funny how the missing things come back. pieces scattered like they're waiting still. Maybe I've been keeping it unfinished on purpose, like closing it means closing something I can't feel. This unfinished puzzle has been sitting here longer than we lasted. I think it's time I put the last piece in. Even if some parts stay stuck in the past, maybe belong in a picture I finish myself. 마지막 조각을 놓을게요. Not because the picture needs to be whole, just because I wanna see what it looks like. A story I get to finally close. The puzzle's finally finished, 2 pieces missing, but it still looks like the sky. I think that's just what most love stories are. Beautiful, even with the gaps, even with goodbye. 아직 못 맞춘 조각들도 are just proof that I tried. I still call your old number sometimes, just to hear you say you can't come to the phone. Your voice hasn't changed, even though your number's dead. The strangers picked it up, but the greeting stayed your own. 20 seconds, that's all I get before the beep cuts you off from me again. I've memorized the pause before you laugh, the little breath you take again and again. Your last voicemail greeting is the only voice I have left of you. Not a conversation, just an instruction, but it's the closest thing to hello I can still do. 그 목소리만 남아서 telling me to leave a message I never sent. I know one day they'll give the number to someone else, and that recording will finally disappear for good. So tonight I'm calling one more time, just to hear it. Not to leave a message, just to be understood. 20 seconds, that's all I get before the beep cuts you off from me again. I've memorized the pause before you laugh, the little breath you take again and again. Your last voicemail greeting is the only voice I have left of you. Not a conversation, just an instruction, but it's the closest thing to hello I can still do. 그 목소리만 남아서 telling me to leave a message I never sent. 이제 마지막으로 들을게요. Not because I need to hear it anymore, just because some goodbyes deserve one more play before I close that door. Your last voicemail